Hey, it's Pat with this week's recap of America's Next Top Model. A couple days late because it was my birthday. Happy birthday, woo woo. And I had a lot of family in town and a lot of activities. So all you people with your rude comments, where's the recap? Here it is. And I'm feeling a little bit rough from celebrating this weekend, so apologies for my voice. Okay, this was a great week for Top Model. I just finished watching the episode, coming right in for the recap. It was the Go See episode, so the 6 remaining girls paired off into teams of 2 and had to drive around LA to Go Sees. And I have to say it was interesting, their choice of designers for this season's Go Sees. They were all sort of, not really any high fashion, which was fine. I mean, Top Model sort of gave up on that idea. It was Guess, Whitney Port, or Whitney Eve, I Heart Ronson, and then this like 9-year-old designer. I don't know how old she was, Cecilia something. Her designs were cool. So the girls had to go and try to book the jobs, and they would only book, each designer could only book one girl, and the girl who booked the most designers was the challenge winner, and it was Laura. Which I don't think anyone is that surprised about. She's getting, I wouldn't say she's getting the winner's edit. I have a feeling Laura might end up in the final 2 and then be the girl who you think is doing really well, and then somebody else is going to come in and just like surprise everybody at the end, and they're going to pick that person. That's my call for this one. Laura will be like the runner-up because she's really good, but she's also like not super interesting in a different way. Anyway, and then everyone was like, oh, Victoria doesn't eat food. And then when it came time for the photo shoot, Patrice came again when Victoria was not eating food. Patrice came, and like I forgot, every time I see Patrice I think, or Patrick, what's her, who cares? I think, oh, again, like this is probably the last time, and it's never the last time. So they got the Tyra mail and they had to go to jail, basically. Remember the cops that came in my video last week? They came and got the girls, took them to prison. Their photo shoot was to do like a 1950s bad girl mug shot where they were each holding up a sign with a crime, and I liked the concept. I think the styling was cool, and their pictures were interesting. They were shot by the Cobra Snake, who does like events and nightlife parties, so it was sort of like that cool, hipster indie photo like thing. That was a terrible description. They were cool photos. Kiara's shot, I'm gonna try to go through them. I'll probably forget them. Kiara's shot was alright. Like Tyra said, she had no neck, and the whole time, like she kept being like, yeah, what? And they were telling her to be like, what? But I was thinking the whole time, Tyra's not gonna like that. She's gonna have no neck. I don't know why they're making her do it. And Tyra said she would have gave her a 9, but she only gave her a 7 because she had a 2-centimeter neck. Awkward. Victoria was insane, going into character, which is why I love her. She put on her bad Southern girl, and they told her it was like too much, and her photo was like, nah, okay. Brittany, I don't know how I feel about Brittany. Her photo was interesting. I think she just has a very specific face, but like some of her past photos have been really interesting, and they don't look like her little sweet heart-shaped face, so I don't know. Her picture was okay. The panel really wasn't feeling it that much. Who's up? Kristen, I don't really like her, but she does really well in the sort of, like, they're gonna be in Nylon magazine. I think she really has a great look for nylon. It's sort of like, it's a model, but it's not like a tall, like, giant, thin model. It's kind of like a really pretty girl with an edge look, and that's what she kind of looks like their, photo last week when they poured the milk on themselves. She poured the milk on herself, and this week, so her photo was okay. I'll give her some props. Please don't fight me, Kristen. Who was left? Victoria, Kiara, Brittany. Oh, Laura. Laura's photo was good. Same as everything I said before. It was a good photo. I don't know if it was great, but they gave her like 9s straight across. And Nastasia, I like Nastasia, but her photos are like not super, like, they don't stand out, and I like her a lot. What else happened? I don't know. They went to panel, obviously. The girl that got first call out was Laura, because she won the challenge and she got the best photo shoots. Bottom 2 were Victoria and Brittany, who neither of them booked a Go See, so that's your bad news. Also, I have to say props to no one being late for Go Sees, because I freaking hate that when there's every cycle there's like the girls that were late and get eliminated. It's like, come on. Alright, so we're on cycle 19, no one was late, thank you. Laura got first call out. Brittany, Victoria in the bottom, and Victoria barely eked it out. And it was one of those eliminations where I was sort of like, oh, I don't really care which one goes, but I'm gonna be sad when either of them goes. Victoria got to stay, Brittany got eliminated. And I gotta give a slow clap to Brittany for, like, ending with a Walt Disney quote. She was like, I'm going, whatever she said, blah, 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 blah. Walt Disney said that. Get it, Brittany. Own your Disney-ness. Next week, one of the girls is coming back, and I was actually pissed because I thought they were going to reveal it at the end of this episode, and I should have known that that wasn't the case. But they marched all the eliminated girls out, and Brittany joined them, and then they're going to tell which girl's coming back. And if it's not Layla, I'm going to be really pissed. I'm going to be mad, and I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to be her because it's based on the social media scores, and the social media scores happened like months and months ago, like back in May when they were shooting the show before we got to see everybody in action. So I'm really nervous that Brittany may come back because Brian Boy said her social media was really high. I don't know. They're going to go to Jamaica. One of the girls is going to come back. We'll have to see next week. Also, somebody called the police. Again, a lot of police this episode because somebody stole the front of Tyra's dress at the panel. What was that? Where was the front of her dress? It was gone. Somebody check. Alright, that's all for this week, guys. Sorry for the delay, but it was for good reason. Leave some comments and click the link downstairs to see the girls' photos from this week, and I'll catch you later. Bye.